What's up, man? I saw what happened. Somebody sent me the video of academics talking very reckless to Cam and Mase. Um, it's not my usual video where I tell y'all to like the video and all that stuff. Look, I wasn't even supposed to make this video. This video ain't about views, nothing. This video is right now. It's probably like maybe 5 in the morning, something 5 or 6 in the morning. This has nothing to do with any of that. This has something to do with one thing and one thing only. It's the fact that DJ Academics decided to take it upon himself to mention Cam and Mase out of his own mouth. That's what this has something to do with. And the fact that he is not qualified to mention anything about Cam and Mase. I mean, one word about Camron and Mase. He should not ever do that. Now, for context purposes, he decided that he was going to first of all, he was going after Lauren Lorenz, talking about she called him a liar, so he wants to come at her. He always goes after women for some reason. That's very telling. And then Stat Baby took up for her, and then he came after her. So again, they're responding to you as a man going after women. That's all Cam and Mase were doing, giving you a warning, saying, hey, she with us. Pump your brakes, kid. They trying to give you grace. Well, I won't give you no grace. And you know why I won't give you grace. You can lie to the people and tell them whatever you want. Now, he thinks it's very nice and whatever to go after black women, target them, and try to take advantage of them. But look, we understand. You have never been in a position to ever speak on Cam and Mase, period. There's nothing you've ever done in your pathetic career in life that you could even speak in the categories of Mase and Cam. 100%. Nothing you've ever done would even come close to that. Now, let me sit up for this. I don't want anybody to think.
Hi, I'm Karceno.
No intro. No, we don't need any of that. Look, I don't want you to ever think people needed to talk about you. They don't. You don't really move the needle for anybody. As you can see, I barely would even speak of you, period. You're not really anything to me. So I normally put you on my secondary channel if I do, because I don't really like you. Period. I don't know you. Your morals and character as a human being is what I have questions with. So I cannot align myself with people with morals and characters that I don't see as what I say would be profitable or even just, we don't mix. Where we from, we don't shy away from the real, okay? We don't shy away from the real. We go after it. You know what I'm saying? We go after the situations that's real. We go after them. We go towards it. We don't run away from it. As Cam would say, we laughing at your ugly ass normal. Look at this dude. He's fat, fat body, fat legs, skinny fingers. Man, they will treat you, dog. They would straight treat you, Cam and Mase. So they don't need my help to do it. But I'm just saying, when has it been cool for you as a grown man who's about to be 40? When has it been cool for you to keep attacking black women? You don't praise any of them. You only attack them. Fresh and Fit, they do the same thing, attack black women. You seem to be attached to only people that attack black women. You don't go after any men unless it's popular. Like, you didn't go after Kendrick, but you were saying you were going. No, I'm not going at Kendrick. Like, I know Kendrick, you want to play both sides of the fence every time it comes to a man. You want to kiss Drake ass, but don't want to really piss off the Kendrick folks either. So now you're getting yourself caught in a blender because all the lies you done told, all the things you done did, because I know you're a liar. Everybody knows you're a liar. You called me the damn TDE executive. Everybody in your chat was telling you that's Karceno. You know, the guy you claim nobody know. So everyone knows of you as a liar. It's no shock. I called you a liar. Talk to me. How many times have we catch you lying? You're a liar. That's what you do. You lie for content. You lie to try to create stuff. You lie. That's why you always try to hide and don't want to face nothing, because you're a liar. Now, I called you a liar. Let's see you say something to me. No, you won't. You could be like, oh, well, your numbers ain't, well, no. Is it about numbers? Or is it about the principle? I called you a liar. You ain't gonna step up and say a damn thing to me. You don't want to battle people that know your history. It's not good. Of course, Akademiks is corny. What else could he be? He doesn't know how to be anything else. So corny, it just comes along with the territory. But where's this energy talking about, true life knocked you out? How would you know? And you talking about Mase being with a transformer. How would you know? How old were you when that was going on? You weren't even listening to rap. You was somewhere probably stealing food and ramen noodles. You were in no position to talk to somebody like Mase or Cam. Those are multi-platinum recording artists that have made their money. You got your bones after going out to Meek Mill with the back-to-back. That's when you start to blow up. I was already blown up, buddy. See, nobody was spreading my cheeks. Nobody agrees in my pockets. I didn't take the deals. I turned them down. People said I was stupid. I said, stupid. I'd rather have my integrity. Well, a lot of these people come in and they con other people out of their positions. They say, well, we like what you're doing. We want you to be a part of what we got going on. But all they want to do is come and take, and take. Now he's trying to get people like, oh, I'm finna build my network and sign people. Who you wanted to sign? Hassan Campbell? Like, what have you done for hip hop? Nothing. 6ix9ine, snitch, rat, right? Extension, dead. Who else you got? Right? You was King Von's boy, right? Then you run over to Quando Rondo. And now you're supposed to be cool with Dirt. It's like, come on, man. It's when people realize, what you are, and that nothing good's gonna come out of it. That's what I'm saying. I don't really like talking about this dude. I really don't. I'm just sick of him just getting by with all this corny, ego shit and going after black women. I'm sick of it because black men don't stick up for them and say nothing. They're going to go on sit on the platform. It's mostly these young syrupy dudes, They going off of Xan and some pills, and he knows he can manipulate them because they know him because of the internet. But in real life, dude don't move no needle. You don't move the needle in real life. Nobody packing up a stadium to come see Akademiks. They showed you when you did your podcast live and put you in the prime spot. You had like 30 people outside. And they didn't have to pay. It was free festival. Nobody wanted to see it, dog. Nobody cares. In the real world, you don't exist. You only exist on the internet. Without the internet, bozo, you be nameless. So that's how they look at you, dog. You a joke. You're really considered a joke to people. That's why real artists don't even respect you or take you serious. They don't. You're a clown. And you're going to continue to be a clown. And if Mase and Camron decides to roast you, then that's the best thing for them. I mean, that's the best thing for you because, see, you don't have any content. So you want to use this moment to, like, oh, I got to use this. I got to get some content out of it. I don't mind anybody doing good at their business. I just don't like clowns. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's doing something real and they being real about it and they doing it the real way and grinding, you know how many people that's grinding on the YouTube and like it's a fictional thing where people think that like Akademiks and Karceno is in the same category. They're not. Karceno is way bigger than him. You know? There are a lot of people out here who are doing just that. They're making good money doing, building their channels up, and they doing it the right way, being real. They're not being clowns. And these guys want to be clowns and connect themselves with people because what they was doing was getting old. So they signed to the platform, and now he belongs to DJ Vlad. You Vlad's boy. Vladimir owns you. So now you got that boy's paybook, and here you are. No, that's why he talking about I respect y'all and all that. You respect them because you scared of them. You scared of what they could do to you if they start roasting. And you said that to try to get them to respond so you can act like you're the victim. But you're dying out. I mean, yeah, he's dying out. So everything about him is becoming, so formulaic and it's so phony. All the fake screaming and yelling. It's like it's not even entertaining no more. I don't even know why they keep trying to push this guy. What do you get from DJ Vlad? Vlad puts you in. He puts you in all of these social media platforms. Like before, academics would never be trending on Twitter. That would never happen until he signed with DJ Vlad. Um, he never would appear in any publications, new like real publications. That would never happen for academics until he signed with DJ Black. Then he starts, academics is trending on Twitter. It's like, what? For what? Yeah, he signed up. Because see, what happened was he started to lose all his money on that podcast thing. He saw how expensive running a podcast was, and it was bleeding his money. And those videos weren't bringing in the bread like he thought and like it used to. So that's why he had to switch it up because he wasn't making those type of videos no more. And he thought, oh, I could just make it just for people talking, and he was done for. If it wasn't for the Drake and Kendrick situation, he had already been done. Drake and Kendrick situation kept him around. So if it wasn't for the Drake and K Dot thing, academics have been gone. He was on his way out the door. He was losing money, the whole nine. So now when this whole thing dies back down, what's he gonna do to stay relevant? So he need to be worried about that. So check yourself instead of dealing with Cam and Mase. People's like, we need to be cool. It's like, how could I be cool with him? Ain't nothing to be cool with. This is why this person won't talk to me. I'll talk to him. Let's talk. He don't want that. You know why? I was like, we could do it on your platform. It don't have to be on mine at all. Let the world see it. So therefore, there's no lies. But see, he knows it's gonna be only a one-way conversation where he's gonna be exposed. And he don't want that at all. That's why. That's why he won't have the conversation. That's why he's scared. He's always been scared. His entire life he's been scared. I'm just saying, check yourself, man. You need to check yourself. You're out of control. Vlad always pops. He always pops stuff, then apologize. That's gonna be his. That's gonna be his calling card, Feb. He's gonna pop a whole lot of noise and apologize. Right. I mean, it's just that enough is enough. People are tired of seeing this dude go after black women. And it's like, dude, how many times is people gonna sit there and take it? You know? Mm-hmm. No. Man, nobody looks at that dude like that. If you look at DJ Academics and respect him, what are you respecting him for? I mean, what would we be respecting you for? What would be his work? What would be his legacy? They say, okay, well, what did he get popular for? War in Chirac, where he talked about stuff he knew nothing about, made up narrative, made up stories, got people killed and murdered with his lies. And he thought it was like all a game. People are getting killed off his videos. And because of his videos, people are getting killed. Put him in a position to be sued for a class action lawsuit. Still to this day, that could still happen to him because his videos definitely caused that. And I know he was scared about it because the people around him hit me and told me about it. You see, YouTube wasn't going to protect him. He was going to have to protect himself. I just told them I stand by it. Now, if I really had a beef with this guy, I would have really pushed the envelope and I would have went and collectively gotten those families together so they could file the class action lawsuit. I would have personally did that. But I didn't have the energy to do that because it's not really my business. It's those families people. They're the ones who are filing the lawsuit. They got to learn to work together. And all, even though, some of them are ops, they call themselves ops, they have a chance to both get some revenue. Academics got a Kanye West interview that wasn't a Kanye West interview. That's Kanye West talking. That's all it was. Kanye could say anything he want, and what could academics say? There's no questions he could even ask him. He's just there to listen to Kanye rant, and Kanye can just say anything crazy. He's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, because you're a genius. He don't know what to say. That's why he was chosen. Kanye said, I'm gonna choose this guy because he ain't gonna ask me nothing real. You can tell him, you don't have to believe me. I got a mansion right on the moon. In one of those craters, I got a missile, a spaceship. Elon Musk, he got a spaceship. We go there every Thursday night. We just go to the moon and chill at my crib. Y'all don't even know. Academics would be like, oh man, that sounds crazy, like what it looks like. Like that's all he can say. He don't know anything about. Yeah, he don't know anything about it. Well, I don't know, man. You got to look at it from the standpoint of everybody keep thinking like, "Oh, you just jealous because he hot or whatever." People like nobody care. Who would watch an academics video? I mean, really, for what? What are you gonna get out of it? They said I blew up off the truth behind hip hop videos. Yes, I blew up off the truth behind hip hop videos, but I have credibility to do those things. See, before YouTube, I was already around the hip hop artists, celebrities, the whole nine. So I was in the mix. So I would know things that this bastard would know at all. We did not glorify any beefs. We wasn't going over all the deaths, just glorifying people dying. We were talking about what happened in hip hop history, like the battles and what was really causing it. And nobody was saying the stuff I was saying because they didn't know. Only people that knew was very small group of people that knew the full story because those two weren't going to tell you. Then it takes years later for it started getting proven, but my credibility was already there now. Now everybody was like, "Oh, wait a minute, we got to start saying, hey, this guy, he knows something." Now, if you tell me, "Oh, MC Syrupy Slim Drip versus BD Gun Molly Man," and like, why you ain't talking about that beef? I'd be like, "Cause I don't know nothing about it." That's not my wheelhouse. I don't know about it. I don't know what's going on. That one I would only know from social media. I don't know anybody that knows those type of people. But academics do. That's his world. So all these little syrupy type people, he gonna stay connected with them. Hmm. Yeah, well, it all depends. If Cam and Mace get involved, what would the reality of it be? You know what I'm saying? If academics want to go down that road with Cam and Mace just for clicks and views, he's gonna get embarrassed. Because see that not only do they have a platform to humiliate him, they gonna really dog him. Because he deserved it. All right, this man don't give you nothing real. It's all nonsense. Yeah, well, that's the gist of it. Nobody ever really thought. Yeah, no one thought that would be a situation. Yeah, well, That's what I'm talking about. It's not really that. It's not really that important. This dude. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really talk about him too much over here. But he's done a lot to people that work for him and tried to work with him. Got jealous of him, tried to hold him back, the whole nine. No. That's because people don't learn. They follow the same trends over and over again, right? Think about it. You get a company, then you want to try to make money off other artists, right? You get you go and sign Hassan Campbell to your platform or whatever, right? You get Hassan Campbell, you bring in Whack 100, and you want to get a podcast going with them. You messed up the money. Hassan Campbell really just needed to just get monetized. That's so he was like, look, man, I need to get monetized, get YouTube to do this. Y'all told him, hey, you got to change this and this and this. Your pages, you got to start a new page because this page is pretty much dead. You just got to start a new one, and then we'll take care of you and get you this and this and that. Hassan Campbell didn't really need y'all like that. He just needed that part from you. But then you start losing all the money. Going into that, you wanted to have a big platform like Fresh and Fit, and you trying to sign Fresh and Fit to your platform. And they were like, no, we don't want to do your platform, but you could be a part of it. You could help jump this thing. But they were in the same building as you. And then you tried to get, what's his name? What's that goddamn dude named? Tammy Sotomayor. You went and got him and thought he was going to work and thought he would have been a good fit until he put y'all in a very legal situation. And y'all didn't realize what y'all were dealing with. All because you wanted to get Kwame Brown. And Kwame Brown said no. And you were going to try to get him and Charleston White to go on your platform and do these fake fights on the internet. They're going back and forth, but it's fake. So we can boost the numbers up. That's what they want to see. People want to see that. So Kwame said no because he saw the play. He saw the Charleston White play and everything else. But you didn't get Charleston White either. I know you didn't get Charleston White because he wasn't stupid. Charleston White said, you got to pay me. This is what my price is. And I'll come over there, but I'm not signing to your platform. I'm independent. You gonna have to pay me. So y'all was like, oh man, I can't do that. You knew you couldn't afford to keep Charleston White because he was too expensive now. He don't know the game. And what did he tell you? I ain't no YouTuber. I'm Charleston White. Yeah. My name everywhere. See, they only know you on internet. Academic, they know me. They know me all around the world. They know me all around the world. You gotta pay me. So they tried to get him to go after Hassan Campbell, Whack 100. Whack started running the whole play. trying to build up Clubhouse and all this stuff. And I'm like, why are you building up somebody else's platform? Clubhouse is going to make money. Y'all are not going to make money off that. Y'all don't get a percentage of Clubhouse. It's ridiculous, man. You know, the whole the upper echelons of this business are a bunch of nerds. Really, they're a bunch of geeks that's running this thing. So already it's become flooded with a bunch of nonsense from people saying like, okay, we want you to pay to play, or we got to come up with a reason to try to take away anything that you got and that you built. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that it's like a bad WWE storyline. The Hassan Campbell bit didn't work. Um, the Charleston White thing didn't work. The WAC 100 thing didn't work. Academics went broke. So Adam 22 took and bought WAC 100. He signed them over there with him. So now he getting the money over there because he couldn't do nothing with him no more. He couldn't afford to really take it WAC on. So he had to go ahead and sell them to Adam 22. And then he sold himself to Vlad. So don't get mad. I know you know. You know I know, right? You're a liar. I don't care how many millions Vlad helped you get. You think I would run to Vlad and say, Vlad, man, I need some money. Help me. There ain't no way in hell I would join Vlad. It don't make sense. That's because these people don't understand. They don't really get it. They don't understand. But if they want to talk about it, they'll bring up all of these doggone cases he got. They'll bring it all up. Start bringing up all these essay cases. And then we start seeing where he's at individually. Man, it's not what these people want, man. They be thinking they want this fame. They want all this. They do. They be acting like this what they want. I want that fame, bro. That fame. I need that spotlight. For what? What you gonna do with it? When I sit down with hip hop artists from the past, like Yuck Mouth and all these dudes, we talk about like real stuff that's going on in the world. Like they know what's going on in the game. They know I know what I'm talking about from back in the day. You know, I probably had about what 100 or 1,000 something stories. Only what two, maybe three people disagreed with how the story went. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They they never ever look at something the right way. They always look at it with a slant. Because when it don't go their way, then don't nobody want to talk. Don't nobody want to talk no more. Exactly. Think about it. All out of all these people in the music industry, why was it only black producers getting sued? All these white producers, everybody black getting sued. I find that very interesting. Right. It's always people attacking black women. You ever notice that? It's just always that they always attacking black women, fresh and fit, attacking black women. None of it makes sense, B. That's why I keep telling you. That's why they want to attack black women. They want to take this route because it's easier for them, zero accountability, just deny, deny, deny at all times. They're just going to keep on denying. Well, if you keep lying to yourself, this is the results of lying to yourself. If you keep doing it over and over again, eventually you'll start to believe your own lies. academics really do believe he's somebody out here in these streets. You decided out of the blue to go after a woman who wasn't even bothering you. She made a post saying that you was a liar. And rather than prove her wrong, you attacked her because she was a black woman and figured that nobody's gonna stand up for her because she's a black woman. And then another black woman came to her defense, not a man. A black woman came to her defense. And again, you was offended. So my question to you is, why are you so offended by black women? And that you feel like you can go so hard at black women and don't have that energy for black men. Because Camron and Mase stood up, and now I respect y'all and everything, you know. Like, come on, man. It's pathetic, bro. Come on, stop. You did the same thing with K. Dot. You lied on Kendrick Lamar. You lied on me. You're a liar. And we know you ain't gonna say nothing about it because we know, the type of person you are. You're a liar. And that's what liars do. Yeah, watching people fold is quite interesting, to be honest. So I expected for a clown like Academic, to be honest. But that's enough of this clown. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Thank y'all for supporting the page, man. And man, F that dude, man. I'm out.